We're in today with the HD 5770. This is a 2009 video card with 800 shaders, 1 gig of VRAM GDDR5, 128-bit bus width, DirectX 11 support, running at 850 MHz on the core clock and 1200 MHz on the memory clock. We're gonna pair it up with this Intel i7 7th Gen with 4 cores and 8 threads. We're gonna see how this old legend of a video card is holding in a couple of games. Let's jump in. So let's start with Farlight. Apparently this game is running really nice on this video card. You can actually see that the overall performance in this game with the CPU has no effect on the system. It's using 8.4 gig of system RAM and it's barely using the CPU. I mean, it's using the CPU. You can actually see some cores and threads are being used because it's delivering 240 FPS on average. But on the GPU side, with 80% fan speed, because it's very loud, that blower, you can actually see barely stays on 76 degrees the GPU. Does it run on this video card? Yes, it's running on this video card with 0.8 gig of VRAM utilized, maximum core load. The GPU can actually push a little this game in order to get some decent FPS, but on the minimals and 1% is not that great. 26 minimals and 62 on 1%. But to remember, it's under 10 frame time, so the GPU can actually do the job. I'm not joking, seriously. In this situation, you cannot complain that the video card cannot push this DirectX 11 game because it does the job, and that's it. It's using 850 MHz full on the core clock, and you can see that the video card overall it's not that bad. This is actually a good performance from the video card in Fortnite on 1080p with 100% render scale. You can actually see that the GPU it's nearly 90% load on the core, 25 FPS on minimal and 35 on 1%. It's using the GPU, it's using the VRAM. I mean, on the VRAM side, it's got 0.8 gig of VRAM utilized in this case, and you can actually see that it's barely reaching 60 FPS, but it's 100% render scale, so you need to take in that consideration because you have the option to lower the render scale and you get more FPS. In this situation, considering the age of the video card, I would say this is a big win, but the only problem is the minimals and the thermal. That is 75 degrees with 80% power on the fan. I mean, this is a very squeaky loud fan because it's a blower style. You know, for that age it was very well known that the video card is behaving like this. So do I like how it's working in Fortnite? I do like how it's working in Fortnite because the GPU offers you that option. System side, you can actually see it's using 11 gig of system RAM, 40-50% load on the CPU, 40 degrees on the CPU, 30 watts consumption. I mean, this i7 7th Gen, it's actually an overkill for this setup, you know, in this game with this video card. But it does show you that you have the option in order to, how shall I say, upgrade the platform and keep the old video card if you have a video card similar to this 5770. But if you want to jump in dirt, apparently this game on 1080p with low details, it's running really well. It's utilizing the GPU and the CPU properly, and you can actually see that the system is doing a fantastic job with having good FPS. The game has decent FPS here with minimals and overall performance on average. 50 minimals, 100 over 100 on 1%. I will say this is a big win for this video card in games like this. You can play the new games from this category, but I can guarantee you that if you select the old titles that were meant for this GPU, you will have a great experience. You can actually see if it's delivering over 100 FPS on in this game with this video card. You can understand that the core is maxed out, the VRAM is maxed out, but if you lock it to 60 FPS, you will distress the GPU in this case. And in this case, you can actually see that the GPU is doing a fantastic job in delivering the FPS on maximum details. I only got 80-90% load on the core. It's holding pretty well. It looks fantastic on maximum details. You can actually see the view distance, the details, everything is maxed out for the age of the game. I think it looks fantastic. On the core of the GPU, you can actually see it got like over 70 degrees, but is delivering the performance. It's got only 15 minimals and 20 on 1%. I will not say that this is the perfect, you know, but I think this is like the edge of the quality. I will put it on medium details maybe and try to distress the video card and try to lower the resolution in order to get appropriate GPU core load and nice temperature. You can actually see that the VRAM is not fully utilized, 0.7 gig of VRAM because it's on maximum details, but that is the only problem that I have, the temperature and the max core load. If it's reaching on maximum, you can actually see that in some cases quite fantastic on the performance, and I really like how it looks, and I really like how it performs. But in Modern Warfare 3 on maximum details on 1080p, you can actually see that I got really nice FPS here. And I really appreciate how it's performing. Not gonna lie, it looks fantastic, it runs fantastic, 90 FPS on maximum. So on the video card, you can actually see it's utilizing 0.8 gig of VRAM. Not the worst performance from this video card. It's actually being utilized, not gonna lie. Look at this. Maximum core load, maximum VRAM, 75 degrees on the core temperature. You know, it's not that bad, you know, when it comes to this video card and how it's performing. The CPU, on the other hand, how is it doing? 10-15% load on the CPU. That's not a lot of load, seriously. Under 20 watts consumption. Yeah, no. It's kind of fantastic to see the performance here in with the system. It's not that bad, you know. When it comes to an old video card like this, you have to put the right settings here. But in Left 4 Dead 2, apparently on 1080p with maximum details, you can actually see that the GPU is doing a fantastic work. Damn, look at this. Oh, nearly 100 FPS on average. This is a fantastic performance from the video card. 24 minimals and 69 on 1%. I won't say this is not playable, but I will definitely put it on maybe on medium details so I can get better GPU load. Look at this. It's 100% load on the video card, and yeah, I don't want that because it keeps the GPU on 78 degrees. But it does a fantastic job. Look at this. Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely a nice performance. 0.6 gig of VRAM utilized in order to deliver this performance. But that 100% load does look okay, you know. The game does run on this, but you need to understand that is on maximum load. But if you jump in Battlefield 3, you can actually see that on low details you can actually push the game to 75 FPS, and it's a fantastic performance overall. It's doing a fantastic work with 0.7 gig of VRAM utilized, but maximum core load. Not gonna lie, it looks fantastic even on low details, and seriously, that is so wrong. Ow. Can actually see this this is a nice performance with this video card. Maximum load on the core, but the VRAM is not utilized. It's delivering 49 minimals and 54 on 1%. The video card is on the positive side with 1080p with low details, so there is no complaining here. Battlefield 3 is one of those games that needs to be put on this video card. There is no question about it, you know. But if you jump in Team Fortress on 1080p with low details, you can actually see that the system is doing a fantastic job, so can't complain here. Let's see if we can get some nice averages. I will not... oh, no, don't kill... Oh, fuck's sake, I should have burned you. Should have been dead by now. Doing a fantastic job, the system. You can actually see it's over 100 FPS. Minimal is not that great. 9 FPS on minimals and 56 on 1%. I will take that because the frame time is then it's okay. So the frame time, if it's under 10, then you got a decent performance. 0.6 gig of VRAM, 60% load on the core. Yeah, definitely is doing a fantastic job. The system, on the other hand, it's 8.6 gig of system RAM. It's got like 40-50% load on the CPU. Not bad, considering it's an i7. Yeah, it's an i7 7th gen, you know. So yeah, 30 watts consumption on the CPU. I will say this is a decent performance. But if you decide to jump in Counter-Strike 2, you will notice there's a big problem. On 720p with lowest details, this video card can actually push only around 20-30 FPS on average. It's utilized on the core, it's utilized on the VRAM, everything is utilized here, but for some reason it's got a better temperature than other games that are running on maximum. Makes no sense, seriously, but yeah, 80% on the fan in this situation doesn't stress the video card thermally. Even though it's 100% load on the core, makes no sense. On the CPU side, I got 30-50% load on the CPU, 30 watts consumption maximum, and 10.7 gig of system RAM. In this case, the system is good, but the GPU doesn't hold it. Seriously, with 9 minimas and 14 or 1%, nah, that's not the right way, seriously. It's very hard on this video card, and I will say maybe the old Counter-Strike, you know, maybe it's CSGO or the old Counter-Strike will be ideal for this video card. I'm not joking. This game is not for this video card. All right, let's see how it's running on 1080p. I was a little surprised. You say, why is it running so nice with this resolution? I mean, look at this, 1080p, no upscaling. It's using the GPU on maximum, VRAM it's on maximum, 40 FPS on average. You can see the minimals and 1%, but 100% I will get it now. 20 minimals and 26 on 1%. Those are good numbers. Apparently, should stay with 900p or 720p. Actually, that's the good resolution. In this case, it was right. You know, GTA 5 actually knew how to set it up. On the system side, 10.3 gig of system RAM. That's okay. The CPU is not very utilized because it's under 30 watts. So I have no problem with the CPU in this case. So overall, I will just blame the whole performance on the video card. Do I like how it's working? Definitely. Do I like the video card? Yes. Do I recommend it? Actually, yes, because this video card it's used in Apple computers too, towers, if I'm not mistaken. So you can actually flash the BIOS, say it's for Mac, and sell it very expensive on a website, or use it as a secondary, as a backup video card. I mean, it's okay. The only thing I don't like about this is that blower that is very loud, and if it doesn't have any if it doesn't have a proper thermal base, then you have to crank it at 100% and you cannot hear nothing around you, seriously, because it sounds like a Hoover. That's the only problem I have with the video card. The video card itself is very cheap, but this is the only thing valuable to this video card that is in parallel with Mac products. You know, this 5770 can be used in Apple products. If you flash it, I don't know how it is, but I've seen a lot of 5770 that is for Macs and for PC. Some of them they are compatible in between, but some of them they are not. But regardless, this is the original 5770 that I had, and previously I thought I had the 6770, and I bought a second one so I can use this one and the second one in Crossfire. I actually done a video about that, but theoretically this is the third one, because the 6770 turned out to be 5770, so I used that one in Crossfire and it turned out to be an awesome idea. This is the third 5770 that I have, and I used it today in some online games. The one that I tested, 5770, it was in Crossfire with old titles, like it was meant to be, with old games. If you want to see how this video card works in Crossfire, you can check out the other video and you will see it. I like it. I like how it's working, and yeah, I do recommend this video card. If you like the benchmark, make sure you smash that like button. If you have any suggestion for this video card, do leave a comment and I will see you very soon.